I love my tracker bass boat. 175 Pro Team TXW, great boat. The only problem I really have is that I like fishing with fishing poles that are 7'1", 7'3", and there's barely enough room to lay them up on the deck. And my chart plotter and fish finder, where it's been located, is in the way. So I've decided to relocate it, and after doing a little bit of research, I settled upon this. Quick trip down to Bass Pro, picked up a bunch of supplies, and I thought we'd give this a shot and see how this works. So let's open it up and see what we got inside. This particular bracket, it straddles the pedal location at the front of the boat. Has very good reviews. Let's find out whether we're going to add a good review to it. Wow. Immediately, you sense this is nice, thick aluminum. It looks like it's about 3/16 of an inch thick. It's going to be perfect for my my 9-inch Lowrance. Lockdown bow mount. I mean, it doesn't get much simpler than this. Mounting brackets. Some basic hardware. I think it's time to put this together and maybe head down to the boat. Maybe we'll get the GPS and mount the GPS first. That might make it a little bit simpler installing it all as one unit as opposed to fighting. Well, I went out to the dock and it is blazing hot out there. I mean, like 90 degrees, and it's just early morning. Late July, Florida, what can I say? And we're in the shop, and the shop out here is really hot as well. So let's see if we can't sort of pop this thing together real quick. See how this goes. I want to pre-assemble this so it's already in place when I go to install this and have one less thing to worry about when I'm out on a boat rocking around in the cradle of a dock. Well, as you can see from the bottom side of this, there's holes everywhere and in every configuration. I imagine they have this pretty tweaked out just to make sure it fits perfect. Now, one of the bolts that was with this mount here, the guys at Bass Pro had over-installed it, and literally the bolt sheared off when I tried taking it out. So, always have hardware on hand. This will be a little long, but we'll trim it off when we're done. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to need a longer socket. And there we go. That is mounted, ready to fly. Obviously, this is a cable keeper back here. A couple of holes for tie wraps. We can use that as well to clean up our installation. Right now, I think I'm going to trim that off. As I said before, Ryobi has a tool for everything. And for the record, that is a cutoff disc. That is not a grinding disc. So I will preset this, get the angle just right, and then all we do is take it out, pop a few screws in, and we are just flying, I think. Now I'm going to set this on a high setting. You can set it either high or low, and I think I'm going to initially preset this at a high, and we'll see how that works on the boat. If not, we can always come back and change it. You have a number of bolt patterns here that will line up with the holes in this, and just go from there. Interestingly, just notice that These are a Allen head drive and not a regular Phillips head. So we're going to go out to find ourselves some Allens real quick and get this thing up and running here. All right, that's feeling pretty level. So we can tighten up the last one. And that, my friends, this is the Bass Pro low mount for GPS and chart plotter / fish finder. Let's take it out to the boat and install it. Well, out with the old mount. We're going to take this and add this onto this, which will give us more height for our headlamp. And this barely straddles. This is barely straddling the foot pedal here. And so let's see if we can't get this stretched out just a little bit. Now, I know some people mount them farther back like this. And although that would work, that is probably not my preference. I think I would prefer to have this back here. Well, you know, maybe it would work back here. Well, it's just a few screws. Let's pop it in, and let's see if we can make this work. Well, I hear the bass out there jumping. Whenever I'm out here working on the boat, they always decide, ease me. Two down. Wow, that is feeling pretty rock solid. That is not going anywhere. Yeah, that's going to be pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right. Well, fundamentally, that is installed. So this is what I'm going to love, and that is having room to put my 7'3" Victory casting rods, bait casting rods, and lay them right in here without having to deal with the fish finder being in the way.